I just ain't wore the vest.
You do. As long as it's fitted. But the ones you had before them pictures.
Oh, I had the original Free Will Baptist suit. Pants won't fit.
Big. And the shoes.
The pant leg came over
the shoes that went up like this.
Yeah, because I'm pretty.
Sit back, give it like shorty. Tune into a love story. We gon' always be together. Ain't nobody else better. Living in Brittany and Tevneys. We are the Tevneys. Come along and see what true love can really be. We're the Tevneys. We may laugh, we may cry, but our love can't be denied. We're the Tevneys. Sit back, give it like shorty. Tune into a love story. We gon' always be together. Ain't nobody else better. Living in Brittany and Tevneys. We are the Tevneys.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Thursdays with the Tevneys. I am Brittany Vine.
It's your boy, Mr. Tevin VI.
You don't think you know how to spell your name? Are you gonna spell your name every episode?
Yep.
You don't think they know how to spell it?
I'm going to spell every episode.
Okay.
We might got kids watching. They might don't. I don't know.
If you are new here, thanks for coming. If you have subscribed already, thank you so much. If you haven't,
I did a pedicure, manicure.
pedicure. Hit the subscribe
This a
button.
manicure.
And you first said pedicure.
Okay.
You act like I hear you.
And then you want. If y'all want to,
No. Hit the subscribe
give
button
proceeds to my
and hit the notification button to be notified when we post.
I think we need to start sharing our cash out.
Why?
Somebody might want to bless us. If you want to bless, it's $. Is it the Tevneys?
Yes.
$THETEVNEYS.
You just like spelling, don't you?
I was a 5th grade speller bee child.
5th grade. We are how old? It was so
Don't
long
do
ago.
me. Don't
That
do
was so
me.
long ago.
And the word that I had to spell to win the competition was animation. Can you spell that?
Yes.
ANIMATIO.
Oh my God.
That's what I spelled to win the competition.
Anyway.
At New Hope.
Here we go.
New Hope Heights.
Y'all know that we start off with our favorite questions by the Skin Deep. And I will let him do it today with no issues. Because shout out to the GOAT, Ebony Hope. She sent me an application to fill out.
I would. Application.
The application to fill out
Hey,
to be a brand ambassador. This is not a spelling test.
Yeah, so if y'all want to send us a we got us a
Code
we got a promo code. Was it the Tevneys?
is not.
No, it's her name, but our proceeds gonna go to us. So put MsBHolmes. You go to their website. Is it the website? Okay.
Skin Deep.
You go to theskindeep.com. And when you make your purchase
At checkout.
it's gonna be promo code, and you put MsBHolmes. We're gonna work on getting that changed, but MsBHolmes. I don't know how much they taking off.
10%.
10% off your purchase. So if you any couples out there want to try these
It
cars,
don't have to just be couples.
you
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
any couples out there want to try these cars, or They have other cars up there.
They
got
have
games. I ain't
Stranger
I
Edition.
didn't go to the website. I didn't go.
He talking about proceeds going to us. He don't even know all that.
We are one.
Strangers
We are
Edition.
one.
They have the long term couples edition. They have, I don't want to say beginner couples, but you know, they have children. If you have children, they
Ooh, that's
have
a good one.
racism. They
Oh,
have healing. They have a lot of different.
Yeah, so just go to when you hit checkout when you put your card before you hit submit promo code MsBHolmes MsBHolmes. We gonna work on getting that change
Yes,
to the Tevneys.
we are. We are gonna definitely work on that. But for the now, here we are today. You want me to go first?
Chivalry.
Okay, the first time we met, what do you remember thinking about me that still holds true now?
You want my honest opinion? I said she got a big butt. I mean, you want my honest opinion?
Okay.
So like when you got out the car, and I gave a little church side hood, and I said, ladies first, so I can get that peak.
That was on your mind to look at my butt. How saved are you?
Very down to the bone. Jeremiah said it's like fire. Shut up. In the bone. I can look at your butt and be saved.
But
It's
that
the
was
thought that get people in trouble. You can look, but long as you keep your mind in perfect peace. Yeah. I mean, you wanted my honest opinion.
You right.
You said my first thought that still holds true to this day.
My first thought.
I knew your first thought.
What?
I already knew it.
What?
She thought I couldn't dress y'all. That was before I even showed up to the date. She was like, I thought you was a church boy. I ain't doing suits and church clothes. She told me, so I already know what you're going to say. J's, Nikes, I had them. She was food. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're right.
Same people can dress. Don't let the 3-piece suits fool you.
You don't wear those anymore. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
I just ain't bought one. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I have bought. I just ain't wore the vest.
You do. As long as it's fitted. But the ones you had before them bitches.
Oh, I had the original Free Will Baptist suit. Pants won't fit.
Big. And the
The
shoes.
pant leg came over the.
The shoes that went up like this.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you ain't always been the top dresser either. Now.
I don't have no old pictures of me in church clothes.
I'm gonna call your mom.
Mind your business.
I'm gonna call your mom.
I really don't feel like I have none. We didn't, like, y'all always had convocation. We didn't have that.
But I feel like I knew how you dressed because how you said you was gonna dress our future daughter on Easter Sunday.
With them ruffle
We're not
socks.
wearing them ruffled tutu socks and
Yeah,
them Payless shoe shine
She
patent
gonna
leather.
have on. She might not have on them, but she gonna have on them ruffle socks.
You're not wearing the ruffled socks.
Huh?
She had them ruffled socks on.
To a certain age, I did.
13.
Nah, bro, you being extra now. You doing too much.
I was wearing 3-piece suits at 12. Chill, man. Chill. It's not funny.
You
It's
laugh.
not funny.
Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all.
Okay. I got some videos too now.
It's a picture of your old convocation suit. You being extra, bro.
Nope.
Go ahead and read your question.
So you're my okay. What do I do that makes you feel seen? I gotta think about that.
That's a good question. Makes me feel seen, not heard. Can we change it?
Life one in the box of shit. Yeah. What do I do that makes you feel seen?
I guess your look, like your look at me and noticing and knowing I'm in the room. Like I can do heard, seen. But yeah, I mean, you always like tell me I'm beautiful and stuff like that. Like seen is like
That is a tricky question.
yeah,
'Cause
I
I'm
can do
sitting here
heard.
thinking like, what do you do to make me feel seen? I know what you do to make me feel seen.
Okay, go ahead. So I can. You bounce off mine sometimes, all the time.
I feel like on some of your little plug push through Mondays, you always kind of like use me as an example in some of your things. Like my husband, he.
Okay.
So that kind of like makes me feel. But that ain't her. It make me feel seen. So yeah, it make me feel seen a little bit.
Okay.
I used to shout you out when I used to do my Light of Monday.
Say it louder. Say it for the people in the back.
They
Say
heard me.
No,
They
they
heard me.
I barely heard you, and I'm still right beside you.
Coming back soon. When we get everything together, that's my guy. I got a weird head. When we get everything together.
This is why I was worried about his clothes. Okay.
Showed up with the jazz on. They were fresh too. Fresh out. I ain't warmed up.
Fresh
My
out
first
the
time
box.
wearing them. Icy. I had the icy bottom. And I went to Marshalls and got a fresh shirt. Woo! Woo!
You gonna do it again?
My chair make a lot of woo! My chair make a lot of noise today.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Just hold me up.
So we got a topic given to us, but I don't want that to be the. It's kind of we're gonna figure out a title. We always struggle with the titles, but they wanted us to discuss figuring out which pieces of yourself to change for the greater bond of the couple.
Who gave us this? Was
Louie.
this the, okay? With the deep stuff. Let's get down with the get down.
What have you changed?
We're going off the notes.
Why do you always have to tell them what we doing?
They know we looking at our device. They know we ain't memorizing this stuff. What have I changed? I have changed.
For the better of our relationship. Because I feel like there's two different changes. Sorry.
Gotta go. I have changed if you go back to our previous episodes, I have changed about like talking about the past. And that came out for the better because I knew that like I had some stuff that I had to be healed from.
Oh, that's good.
What did you change?
I changed. Are you going back and forth? That's the only thing you feel like you changed for the better of.
No, that's not the only thing I probably changed. Let me think about it.
You just gonna go back and forth? I'm not doing that.
Okay. Well, we gotta do that.
I'm gonna just name mine.
Okay. Well, by the time you finish.
Yeah. Okay. So for the betterment of our relationship.
Better, man. I heard that word.
For the greater bond. She said greater bond. The greater bond of our relationship. How about it? Instead of saying betterment. I'm working on not shutting down I can't say change because that is a work in progress.
You got better though. You have gotten. I give you props.
Thank you.
You.
Because I've learned shutting down. Because I'm a person, I would be like, I'm good. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm fine.
Don't worry. If it say I'm and it's followed by what is that?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, fine. Go. I was trying to think of like the
We
word
good.
like conjunction. Yeah. But yeah,
So yeah.
I'm and okay and I'm and fine and I'm good and so something was wrong.
And I shut down. I don't want to talk about it. So
In that moment, she didn't want to talk
yeah,
about it.
in that moment. So I worked on it. And communicating face to face, that was important to him. It wasn't important to me. I've always communicated through text or writing stuff down. Because I can get my words out better, so I've worked on it. We don't talk about nothing through text.
No, we really don't.
We don't talk about nothing.
In our beginning years, if something was wrong, she wouldn't tell me. But I would know when I woke up, have a paragraph that long.
Yep.
Let me go down. About that long. You
I
got to read all of
I
it.
sat with it. I sat with what I needed. I got my words together. I could collect myself.
It's been plenty of days.
And then I can
I woke
backspace.
up to them long messages. Like, dang. And I knew something wrong. She just don't want to talk about it.
Mm-mm.
So I went to bed knowing like I'm gonna wake up in the morning with her.
Or it'll be sometimes you be like, am I gonna wake up to a message in the morning?
I already know.
Maybe. Mind your business. And wait for it. Another thing, allowing him to help me. I've said it a million times before that my mama raised us alone. And she raised us to be independent. So, and I was like living on my own, paying my bills, XYZ, so it's like, I got it. I'm good. I need no help. So just allowing him to help me in saying I need help.
That's it.
I think.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback on that one. I had never asked for help. I just feel like being the man, like, I guess it was programmed in my mind, like, you the man, you gotta take care of this, you gotta do this, you gotta make sure she get everything she need, and so, as a man, sometimes you get low.
Mm-hmm.
But, so I can say I've changed asking for help as well.
Yeah.
When it comes down to like just needing help. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to say it now, but even like the car I got now, if it weren't for her, I would have been working trying to get that down payment. And we was
dating.
We was dating like
I think it was like year 2
years? Yeah.
It was year 2.
We was 2 years in, and I think it's like my truck had just went out like,
Was it year 2?
I think it was like
It
a
was
year and a
maybe
half.
Yeah.
And my truck had like went out like completely. I was driving and it just shut off.
It did what?
Like, it ain't funny, but it's funny, but it just shut off.
Those times.
So like,
My God.
going from like being able to go everywhere you wanted to go, you can just get up and I was like, man, I gotta save this money. I gotta get a car. Gotta save this money. She was helping like along the way, but it was just like I think I needed what
I don't remember.
It was $300 or $400. I can't remember. And she was just like, I think I was beating around the bush, and you were just like, "Do you want me to give it to you? And you can just pay back when you can." Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's something you need, and even
Yeah.
then, you was like, I don't want to. I mean, you need it though, because you need a car.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not gonna work.
So yeah, I've changed like being like asking for help. I've changed also, like I said before, talking about the past. I've changed and I've changed and letting you have your moment. I used to always like I'm right there. Something wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? So I've changed and like letting you have your moment. So I think that's about it.
I think and that's just in the betterment of us, like as a couple, not just things. Because do you feel like you changed for it, like doing things that you felt like you needed to do?
I had one of them moments. I was listening, but it was a lot of words in that question.
Did any of y'all do his challenge?
That was on my closing.
Oh, sorry. Because you just had a moment.
I'm sorry. It was a lot of words to process right then.
Okay.
You said in the moment.
What? Those changes are changes that were to build a greater bond for us. But do you feel like you've had changes that you've done because you know you needed to change, period? Just
Yeah, asking for help. I know I need to change that.
okay.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say you made me change about talking about the past, but I had to talk about it. That was like important to you.
But I mean, like your goals. You changed in building goals, and it was a change that you needed to make. But there wasn't a change that I was like, you need to make for our relationship. That's what I mean. Like those changes.
Oh, well, that change having goals. It was. I mean, I knew I had goals, but like, I really didn't have nobody to like really talk to me about it, like until like you came along. So I mean, I feel like that changed me for the better. If that answers your question.
Because I don't feel like there was a change for our relationship though. Because I wasn't looking for that change. I never wanted anybody to change what they were doing in that moment just to be in a relationship with me. Is what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's different changes. There are changes to build a greater bond for your relationship, and then there are changes that you just need to make, but you have to make those changes on your own. So it's not like you're doing it for that person. Like that's the common goal, but it's not like the full focus.
But I did make that change. Like it was for both of us, really. It was for me because I needed goals. I didn't have them. But also, you was like, you need to have goals.
But I didn't say that if you don't get these goals, then we ain't gonna be in a relationship. I just said if that's not what you want, then we can't be together. And I didn't want you to make that change for me. So I don't want it. You.
But it was for you and for me because I knew I wanted to be with you. So why not change myself for us? If that makes sense.
I mean that makes sense.
That was a long question.
I feel like
I get it, but I don't get it. So I'm like doodling around.
Like, okay, I always give the example of when somebody be like, oh, well, I can be celibate for you. Like, or there are changes that you only made, not, when we ain't talking, you were already celibate before me. But I always say, like, people can't make changes and say, oh, I'm going to change and I'm going to do this for you because I want to be with you. Like, because a lot of those changes don't stick. So when I say that, excuse me, like, do you have changes that you just made because you it was for us, and I feel like those were the first ones, and then there were changes that you made because you just felt like, okay, this is what I want. When they be like, if he wanted to, he would. That's the changes that I feel like are those changes. But it's not because I put pressure on you to change. You still don't
I get it, but
I know you.
I don't have an answer.
Okay.
Like, not off like the back of my hand. I might have one later on tonight, but I don't have one off the back of my hand. That was, maybe if you give an answer to your question, I know where you're going. That was one of them Oprah Winfrey questions.
I don't feel like I didn't have any changes that I was like, okay, I'm a become a better me and do this because I want this relationship. I feel like all of my changes were for a greater bond of us being a couple.
So none of my changes helped my bond.
The beginning was that you said were for the greater bond of a couple. But when you talk about goals and you say, well, I said, well, if you ain't got no goals, then we can't be together. Then I feel like that was a change that you decided to make on your own, not just because that's what I said.
Yeah, because I could have just kept going by my way, right?
Right. So you made the change because you wanted to be in a relationship with me, but it wasn't because like I was pressuring you to make that change.
No, you don't pressure me, but I mean, like I said, I knew, like, you helped me make the change.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any goals. Like, I'm not ashamed to say I was living check to check. Like, I ain't had no car payment. I was just living check to check, buying what I wanted, but you helped me change myself so I could be a better me for us. I think.
Yeah, because now you getting me confused. I'm gonna have to go back to the original of what I asked you because I don't even. But yeah, my main thing is like when what she asked us was what pieces of yourself to change for the greater bond. I feel like those are important, but when it comes to you changing just for a person of saying, "Oh, I can do this," so we can be, I don't agree with those changes. Nobody can change for you. Like you gotta want that change for yourself because then it won't stick. Is what I'm saying in the nutshell what I was trying to get. Like, do you feel like you made any changes? Yeah, but we're not gonna go down that road again. Um, not at all. But yeah, so I feel like when it comes to you being in a relationship, that it'll come. Like you'll get to recognize like what changes need to be made to better you, and it comes down to I feel like those changes are easy because y'all want to be with each other.
Right.
It's not a struggle. Of course, it won't all happen overnight. It's a process. Like I said, I'm still working on the not shutting down.
I'm still working on asking for help.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like those changes come easy when you know that you want to be with one another. But definitely, like I said, not making the change just because you trying to fit this mode of being in a relationship because it's not gonna work. You have to want it deep down. for you first?
I ain't gonna say that word, but I have a thought in my head, but I don't know how to like
Go ahead.
put it. I don't want to.
We listening.
I don't want to say it like wrong, but I feel like if you have to, I'm gonna come back to. I'm gonna have it. This gonna be my closing.
We at the end.
We at the end.
Yes.
Let me close. Don't change yourself for the wrong reasons. Won't we just talk about that?
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying.
Oh, I felt like I was deep too.
That's basically what I just said. But you just
I
changed
said it in a
to
simpler
your...
form.
Yeah.
You got to be simple with me. And you going on.
That's who I am.
You know these big words. And
I didn't use any big words.
so, don't force the change. If it's meant to be, it'll change. Like, it'll unfold like a piece of paper. Just, it'll lay right out. So that's what you said.
Basically. That's what I just said.
I felt like I was deep too. I felt like I was deep.
No.
Deep in there. Whoa.
So let us know what changes you have made for the greater bond.
Okay, great. Do you feel like our bond is?
Yeah.
You think can't nobody come between our bond? You can't come between our bond. This was heaven sent. You feel like it was heaven sent? I realize when I zoom in, I realize I talk with my tongue.
When you zoom in?
Yeah, like when I go in, like for a closer.
When you move forward?
Yeah, when I zoom in. What's wrong with me, man? I realize I talk with my tongue.
You talk with your tongue on a regular.
Like,
but
I got a small list.
I know that.
I never noticed it.
Till now?
20,
You knew that.
29 years.
I've known it the entire time that we've been
You
dating.
ain't tell me.
Why would I bring up your flaw?
I don't know if it's. I know it's a flaw if I don't know I got it. It ain't no flaw.
It's not a flaw, but why would I bring up? It might have been a sensitive subject for you. Because you never brought it up. So I was just like.
I never knew until like the last couple episodes. Every time I zoom in, like, I be like.
When you lean forward.
The last episode I had a challenge about finding where I just lost it and went to La La Land and I came back. Nobody. I can snap now.
Okay, sorry.
Come on
I
now.
apologize.
Come on now. You got to be able to. The name of the game is. But nobody reached out. But I can like realize why nobody reached. Like I never told y'all where to send the answer. So
You feel like that's why I ain't reach out?
maybe we're gonna go with that. So if you have the what was it talking about the past episode?
I think.
Because the recent one we talked about, I ain't been keeping up with them. I think it was the past video, talking about the past. So go back.
We'll make a post on Insta.
Yeah.
Just our story.
Go back, find where I went to La La Land, and put what time it was, how many seconds, and when I came out, and send that.
You adding stuff. You just said how many seconds last time and what time.
Yeah, okay. What time and how many seconds, and send the answer to our Instagram inbox. Inbox is on Instagram. At the inbox is on Instagram.
Inboxes.
That's what I said.
Inbox?
Inbox us.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
See, you talking about my list now.
I was not trying to be funny.
Inbox us on Instagram at the Tevneys with your answer, and if you get the first one to get it right, you get like a small. I ain't gonna do that because people think it's money. I'll take that back.
Because I thought it was.
Yeah, I gotta say this. No, yeah, you know. But yeah, inbox us with your answer, and I'll let you know if you're right or not. And if you are, you got a little gift coming from the Tevneys. I can close it out. So that has been another episode of Thursday with the Tevneys. That's the title.
No, it's not. But I mean, that's what we talked about.
Thank you for sitting with us as I live what I give and give what I live. Bye, y'all.